Another depraved dark comedy. I've never seen another, bro. This is another one I haven't seen, bro. How many of these are there, bro? Like, how many sick movies are there like this, bro? Taxi Driver. Oh, yeah, we got to put that in here for stream tomorrow. I already know it. All right, I'm ready, bro. Let's dive in.
Every once in a while, you come across a movie that sticks with you for all the wrong reasons.
That nigga look weird.
I saw this movie during winter break in 8th grade when I was watching a bunch of other crazy stuff. I was determined to give myself brain damage that year. This movie was written and directed by ThIs. Often his stories follow someone's life, progressively getting worse and worse until it gets cartoonishly brutal. We start off the story with Andy.
Okay.
My guy is on what's clearly his last date with a girl named Joy, and it's real awkward. She's friend-zoning him in real time, saying she's glad she told him before things got too serious.
Holy
and as she's
shit.
saying this, he burst into tears like she just ended their 20-year marriage. But nah, don't be fooled.
I just wanted you to know what you'd be missing, because I'm champagne, and your shit, you will always be shit.
But Andy was on that future timing.
That nigga
Joy
pissed.
is the youngest of 3 sisters. Like
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Niggas that get rejected and can't take that shit, yo, they top 5 niggas. And I'm gonna tell you why they top 5. Because when you see this shit happen live, when you see them get pissed off in live time, that shit is fucking hilarious. Now, I'm sorry that you ladies have to experience that, honestly. Like, oh shit. Fuck. Yeah, honestly, I'm sorry that you ladies have to experience that. Like, that's honestly not even the type of guy I am. You know, like, me personally, like, if you want to say no, you can say no, but just know, like, I'm always willing to show you a good time. You know? So, don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it, that's all I'm saying.
Everyone else, she's repeatedly shown throughout the rest of the film as an insecure person that desperately works towards attaining things she can't have. She always wanted to be a musician, but for now she's stuck in an office job. She whips out her guitar and starts singing this kumbaya ass song about chasing happiness and never giving up on it or whatever.
I search for happiness. Happiness, where are you?
She can't seem to keep a relationship and still lives at home with her parents. Much different
Shout
from
out
the older
Rose.
sister,
Shout out
Trish
Rose.
Maplewood, the stay-at-home wife and mom who on the surface level seems like she has it all. A doctor husband, a nice house, and her husband's personal favorite part, kids.
Oh my
Everyone else in
god.
class has, and I want to too.
It gets so excited that a substance shoots out. Do you?
Rosa, we have a problem. Why the fuck don't you like why don't you ease us into these subjects? You just immediately jump in. I didn't even know what the little nigga was saying at first. Now you're frying me.
Kids.
Everyone else in class has, and I want to too.
It gets so excited that a substance shoots out. Do you want me to show you?
Her husband Bill works as a psychiatrist.
What the
His last
fuck?
patient of the day is a man named Alan. Alan is in the middle of describing all the disgusting and creepy things he wants to do to the woman who lives in his building.
But whenever I see her, I just wanna tie her up.
I'll somehow be the first person to wake up with a strike if I let this play any longer in my video, but just know he's one of those people who's so lonely and out of touch with socializing that they drive themselves into madness until their fantasies become more and more unhinged and they end up on the news. Trust me, Hall of Fame threat.
My thing, see, I told y'all, I knew this nigga was a danger. He looked like Dahmer off the rip. I didn't want to say that nigga name. I didn't want to give his name no energy. Feel me? But, bro, what the fuck be wrong? Like, niggas actually, like this exist? Like, in real life? Like, they should be frying because, like, yeah, we all know they exist, but, like, y'all really exist? Bro, I'm telling y'all, figure out something to believe in. Don't go into a spiritual psychosis or religious psychosis. Figure out something to believe in. Get your life together. Start socializing. And tell yourself no. Tell yourself, be like, no, that shit's not right. Have morals, nigga. If y'all really exist out there, I'm telling y'all what to do. Y'all gonna be okay. And seek help, professional help.
Bill also takes up some much needed therapy himself.
Trish is good to me.
But still no sex.
After the conversation with his therapist switches to him not getting any buns from his wife, Bill's driving around
She not giving it
super
up.
thirsty and wide-eyed. Best case, you'd expect an affair storyline, but what's really going on is way more stomach turning than that.
Oh my
This
God.
dude was on a mission to go pick up a magazine, and I'm not talking about the type of magazines you probably think I'm talking about. This magazine had a bunch of little kids on it.
Oh
I
my
can't even make
God.
this stuff up. He went crazy
Oh
on
my
himself in the parking
God.
lot. This is the most deranged way I've seen any movie introduce a character as a creep.
What secret would you like me to tell you?
Tell her about the part where you went crazy on that magazine.
Like, how come no matter how much you treat me like shit, I can't help loving you even more?
Still no sex.
After awkwardly breaking things off with Andy, Joy goes crying to her sister, who calls her a
What the
loser straight to her
fuck?
face for not being able to keep a man.
Well, the truth is, I always thought that you would never amount to much, that you would end up alone, without a career or anything.
And then she keeps going on and on about how the whole family always thought Joy was a loser, calling her own sister broke and ugly for 5 minutes straight.
Damn.
She's basically Dawn all over again, the whole family not fucking with her. It turns out that the woman Alan is infatuated with just so happens to be the middle sister of the three, Helen. She's the successful, career-focused one. She's a writer and lives alone, but she's just as miserable and insecure as the other two sisters. At dinner with Trish, they both gossip yet again about their sister being an ugly loser and not having a career or a man. But the irony is why
Don't be like this towards your siblings, because when they die, you will regret that shit. Facts.
one's unknowingly married to a creep, and the other's only worth is her phony career as a writer, whose best idea was to make a book lying about being assaulted just to sell a shocking story. Neither of the things they flaunt to make themselves seem better than Joy are really as good as they cling to and hope for them to be. To me, that's
Those
what
be
happiness is all
bonkers.
about.
Bitches be bonkers.
People clinging on to stuff that they think will bring them joy, when in reality, there's always a void or flaw in the thing they're chasing.
Facts.
This theme will repeat itself continuously for the rest of the story. I also just realized the irony in her name being Joy as I said all of that. One of Alan's favorite hobbies is to sexually harass people over the phone. He does this to both Helen and Joy.
You are a black hole, and I'm gonna f you so bad. You to take a picture with your ass out and your back bended.
Strangely enough, these weird phone calls seem
the
to
fuck
flatter
is wrong with
Helen.
this nigga?
She's just as lonely as everyone else in happiness, and having someone talk to her the way Alan was had her intrigued and calling back, not knowing the whole time that it was just the awkward dude down the hall. The only person Alan's really got in his life is Christina, the equally creepy neighbor down the hall.
You know the night doorman? He was found bludgeoned to death in his apartment this morning. His penis was missing.
She did not have to tell us all that, but we'll circle back to her later. Turns out this whole time, Billy Brown's dad had a whole other wife on the side. The sister's mother, Mona, calls up Trish right after an argument. She says their father, Lenny, wants to leave. He brushes it off like she's blowing things out of proportion, hiding behind the technicality that he never said the word divorce in whatever off-screen argument they had. But it's obvious he's checked out. I gotta give props. This guy is always perfect at playing the mean, grumpy old man character. Divorce
I
seems
fuck
to
with
be
that
a constant
character.
trigger word for
I
Mona
fuck with that
and
type of
Lenny.
character, bro. I'm
Did I use the word divorce?
That you didn't.
Did I use the word divorce?
Even when she's inquiring for a new spot to live and the agent questions why her husband isn't moving in with her, Mona keeps insisting that he's just leaving her, not getting a divorce. While Mona's over here crying, Lenny ain't worried about shit. He's on the golf course, laid up at the pool, the doc.
So what do y'all think breakup should be like? Cause low key, this is it's okay for him to feel like, oh, okay, like it's okay. You know, it's not on him to feel all these emotions. If the nigga don't want to be there, let the nigga go. Feel me? Like, I think divorces, I'm gonna keep it a buck. As much as it may suck, that other person's going to have to feel them feelings. And if the other person don't feel none, you can't look at them crazy because, like, they're not obligated to on some shit, though. You feel me? Now, have I ever been through a divorce? Fuck no. So do I really know what the fuck I'm talking about? Fuck no. So don't take my word for none of this. Don't quote me at all, please.
Doctor just told him he's healthy enough to live like a king till he's 100 years old, and best of all for him, he bags a new woman named Diane. But that thrill doesn't last too long, because Lenny admits right after sleeping with her that he didn't even feel anything.
Don't feel guilty.
I don't feel anything.
Chasing a new woman
Damn.
wasn't even worth it after all. I guess this is what happens
boy
when
Lenny
you
going
spend
through it.
forever with someone and just get bored. For Lenny, his version of chasing happiness was running into another relationship. Meanwhile, Mona's left behind feeling lonely and used up.
I just wish you were done this 20 years ago. Now I have to get another fucking facelift.
After that date gone wrong,
My thing be though, it's like, bro, what is the person supposed to do if they don't want to be in that relationship? Is they supposed to stay in it? It's like there's no way to win in that situation. I'm gonna give it a buck because like you get that divorce or whatever, you separate after 15, 20 years or whatever. Now that other person fucked up. Like it's a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever getting into a relationship. So just remember this. So when I blow up, and then y'all gonna be like, oh, you wasn't gonna get no relationship. Yeah. Just remember.
Joy.
Just remember.
Andy went ahead and pulled the plug on himself. And in true Todd Salon's dark comedy fashion, when the news breaks out, nobody gives a fuck. None of his coworkers even remember who he was.
I do remember a guy who worked over there, I think. But, I'm not really sure.
This whole office ain't shit. Andy might have been right. After that, Joy's life becomes even more aimless. She leaves her meaningless office sales job and takes up work as a teacher at an immigration center.
It's finna get way worse.
Finally do something good that can improve the lives
of
others.
It's finna get way worse.
Couldn't have been worse. The entire class already hates her the second she walks in the door, wanting their old teacher back, since the teachers were on strike for better benefits. Joy ends up being branded a scab, which is basically someone that disrupts a strike by continuing to work, and she becomes the target of ridicule yet again.
You are scab.
We want matcha! We want matcha!
At least one student was nice enough to shut the class up, though. Joy heads home in tears.
All it takes is one nigga.
Only to get scooped up on the street by that same student.
Oh, God.
A Russian taxi
All right, what
driver.
are we predicting? He murders her. What are we predicting, bro? Like, he peels her back skin off like potato skin and eats it. What are we predicting? It has to be some overly freaky weird shit. These movies never go the normal way. You gotta think outside the box when you watch shit like this.
And let's just say Vlad
none of this shit is ever normal.
Slip by. He had exactly one question.
Oh my God.
Do you like men?
See you in class tomorrow.
Joy's decision to sleep with Vlad so quickly really goes back to where she's at emotionally. She's coming off a string of failures, Andy's suicide. The only guy that showed her attention was Alan prank calling her on the phone. And then she got humiliated in front of her own class. And by the time Vlad shows up, she's vulnerable and desperate for any kind of validation. Blind to the fact that she has no idea what this guy's true intentions were because it turns out that he already had a woman back at home. And once she found out about this sneaky link situation, she wasn't having it.
Your teacher, Vlad? Yes.
Vlad still manages to keep her stringing along and manipulates her one more time when she goes over to his place in an effort to apologize to his girlfriend. But Vlad smooth talks her into pulling $500 out of an ATM for him. He uses her for a second time and Joy's left humiliated and leaves yet another job. While all that's going on,
is this bitch stupid?
No,
I'm sorry, my fault.
Bill's eye at his son's baseball game. It's like mysterious skin all over again. Johnny's dad suspects that his son is gay. It's completely ridiculous. The kid was just being a kid.
Daddy, may I please sleep over at Billy's tonight?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah!
Yo, one thing. Yo, I really hope none of y'all still believe that shit, bro. We have to let it. Kids, if my son's zesty, am I gonna think the nigga gay? Maybe. But I'm not gonna put that on him. I'm not gonna treat him that way. I'm gonna be like, oh, my son a little Zailo. It's like, I'm not gonna treat him like that. I'm not gonna talk to him about it no way. Like, he's a young man, bro. Or he's not even he's a little ass boy. Basically a fucking fetus in your eyes. Cause by the time I have Kim, probably gonna be like 29, put like 29 to 35. So like, bro, you're still a little ass boy gang. Like, you don't really have like, you feel me? Like, you don't really got a sexuality for real. Like, you just learn in life, bro. I'm gonna let you live. If you're a little zesty, fuck it. I was a little zesty too, bro. There's videos of me twerking when I was younger, my nigga. I'm mad flamboyant, gang. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, bro. Like, you gotta let people be who they gonna be.
You know Bill was in his head smiling ear to ear when that question got brought up. This doesn't turn into some slow groom over time storyline though. Bill gets the horrific idea to drug Johnny that night, lacing his dessert with some pills in order to sedate him. Once everyone passes out and Bill is left alone with Johnny, he keeps getting more and more desperate. That kid ain't touching that sandwich. Eventually, he does begin to eat it. They don't show what happens next, but you can guess how that night ended. Once Bill gets back home from dropping Johnny off, his son comes to him with yet another question about understanding his body. In a different film or with a different father, these moments might just be awkward but necessary learning lessons. But because we know Bill is
this shit is disgusting. I ain't lie, bro. Like, yo, stuff that involves kids, bro, this shit rub me the wrong way. Like yo, y'all can see it in the other videos when I react to her shit, like her videos going over like strange shit. Bro, it's just disgusting, bro. It's like, come on, bro. Like kids be so vulnerable. Like they don't be knowing better, bro. They shouldn't have to know better. Like that's the set. They shouldn't have to, but they have to. Like that's just the reality of it. And it could come from your own parents. It could come from a neighbor. It could come from anybody, bro. Like, yo, this shit is disgusting, bro. Please protect your kids. Please, 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 please. And if anybody ever thinks about touching kids, seek professional help. And even if it feels embarrassing to say, I'd rather you say, oh, I thought about doing it, than say, oh, I did that shit. Like, it's very clear-cut difference. I'd rather somebody come out and say that they thought about it and get help. All right, like, there's so many different ways to go about it. And just have have morals, bro. Have a system of morality. Because a lot of these niggas just be, first, it either comes from past abuse that they've went through, or it just comes from, some freaky shit within them. Like, just some evil, freaky shit, bro. But please watch over y'all kids and please seek help if you ever think about doing anything with children. Please. Please, pretty please.
Becomes almost unbearable to watch. He doesn't just answer Billy's question, but he follows up with inappropriate offers.
Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to measure?
Oh, do you want me to measure it? Like, what the hell? I mean, he's just completely crossing the line. What should be innocent curiosity between a child and an educational moment for a parent is twisted by our awareness of who Bill actually is. Billy always bases these conversations with his dad on things he's learned from talking with other boys, one of them being a boy named Ronald Farber. This is a name mentioned repeatedly. Later at dinner, Billy casually mentions that Ronald would be home alone while his parents are away in Europe, using it as an argument that he's old enough to be left home alone too. But Bill twists this totally normal conversation about independence into a horrific opportunity, later coming up with the excuse that he has a PTA meeting to attend. He instead drops to Ronald's house. And while Ronald is an off-screen character, it's known with certainty that Bill him that night too. Going back to Alan, whenever he isn't gooning his brain cells away over the phone, he's drinking himself to sleep with some magazines. Sad life, but at least he's getting his magazines from the right section and not pulling a bill. Alan nearly ends up becoming a victim himself in a drunken state when his neighbor Christina makes her way into his apartment and lays on top of him looking like she was ready to risk it all. But thankfully he wakes up and kicks her out before anything crazy happens. The next day, Christina apologizes to Alan, and it looks like they're about to have a little date. Maybe these two awkward weirdos found a connection with each other off of being creepy weirdos.
Which one of them kills the other?
Remember that weird scene from earlier where she told Alan about the doorman's hot dog getting cut off?
Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
The next thing I know, he's inside me.
Yeah.
Then I had to cut up his body. There's still some left in my freezer.
Alan kind of just sits there and then awkwardly says,
We all have our pluses and minuses.
Really? You that desperate? She got a body in her freezer. After dinner, Alan gets another call from Helen, and he can't resist showing up at her doorstep, revealing it was him on the phone the whole time. Being anonymous gave him all the confidence in the world. He could be aggressive and mysterious. But in person, well, he was back to his usual boring self. Let's face it, these calls in the most fucked up way probably gave her some sort of thrill of danger or excitement. But the second Alan's actually
this some bullshit.
Her, she realizes there's nothing romantic or thrilling about him.
This isn't working. You're not my type.
She was more in love with the idea of being desired than she was with the guy himself. Johnny's been getting more and more sick from the night Bill drugged him. They were taken to the hospital where the truth about what happened started to come to light. When the examiner gently asks if someone hurt him, his dad snaps. It doesn't take him long to connect it back to the day that Bill dropped him off at home. Over dinner, the Maplewood family receives a call from Joe.
Hey, Joe. What's up? How's Johnny doing?
You're a dead man.
Oh, good.
We have some questions for you and your wife. Has
Oh
to do with
my
your son's
goodness.
friend, Johnny Grasso.
You said something about Ronald Farber. I mean, Johnny Grasso.
This dude straight up blurts out the wrong boy's name, accidentally revealing that he had a second victim that they didn't even know about. This would have been the shortest interrogation analysis video ever made. And then the look on his face after, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say that. Word about Bill's crimes start to spread around town. I think this final exchange between him and his son is one of the saddest conversations I've ever discussed on this channel. It almost reminds me of the ending of Mysterious Skin, when Neil reveals what happened to him and Brian as children. Billy confronts his dad with the question of whether or not the rumors about what he did were true.
What the
and
fuck?
Bill flat out admits that he raped his friends. When asked if he enjoyed it, Bill says yes, and even confesses that he would do it again. When Billy asks if he would do that to him, Bill responds that he would touch himself instead. The tragedy is that when he grows up, he would likely find himself questioning every interaction he had with his father, replaying all the questions that he asked him, and maybe even blaming himself for bringing his friends around. The lasting damage his sick father left on him really shows up 6 months later. We can assume that Bill is locked up now. I found it hilarious that the only time we actually see the whole family together is after they've all managed to screw their lives up. They're bonding over the fact that they all got left behind, and everything they spent the whole movie chasing ended up falling apart. Helen offers to set Joy up with a neighbor, some guy who works with computers. Yes, I'm talking about Alan. Trish is left on her own, awkwardly butting in about how she likes computers too, probably gearing up to chase a new husband, stuck in that same happiness cycle, trying to keep up with her image. Mona's still separated, but not divorced. The side piece Diane ended up having a stroke, and Lenny bitterly admits that there's no one out there for him. While everyone else is bonding about their failures over dinner, Billy watches a woman from his balcony, and then the dog.
Oh! What? This shit is fucking disgusting. This shit is dead ass fucking disgusting. I'm only finishing this reaction for fucking YouTube. I'm only finishing this shit for YouTube. This shit is fucking disgusting. This movie's I'm never watching this shit. On my life, I'm never watching this shit.
For some twisted reason, Billy decides to proudly announce to his entire family, I came.
Oh, you nasty ass bastard!
Alright, y'all, we done. Yeah, that's where we're going in this video reaction. Shout out Rosa, bro.